And Apacheland was truly a magical place. It came about almost because of pure destiny. The fellow who came up with the idea was William W. Creighton. And he was the visionary that said, well, they're bringing these people in anyway. Why don't we have a place here that we can bring them here? We need a hotel. We need a filming area. We need a filming town. We need a movie ranch. Originally, they had thought very seriously about making this like a Disney World or a Disneyland. And it turns out that the fellow who was one of the designers was Nate Weinkauf, who was from Disney. He was one of the Disney people, and he came out, he was one of the builders, designers, and whatnot. So they put this town in, and now it was ready to film. And what was going on was there were a lot of celebrities that were being booked to come in because of their marquee value. Now, marquee value was, okay, we have Peter Brown coming in from The Lawman, and oh, people would just jump up and down and they come out to see him. And of course, now they're in town, they would see everything that was there. And of course, Bill Creighton and some of his cronies were making a point of going to Hollywood. And they were out there grooming as many of the producers as they could to get them to come out and use Apacheland for some of their filming. There was a lot of filming done out here in Arizona, and the area was just so perfect for it because it was the Wild West. It still really was the Wild West as far as what you'd see on film. This sound stage was the largest sound stage in the state of Arizona. And for those of you who later saw the movie Charro with Elvis Presley, and he's in the sheriff's office and have visited Apacheland and you saw the sheriff's office, you didn't see the sheriff's office that Elvis went into because Ron Nix built that sheriff's office inside the soundstage. Apacheland had some really neat things going for it. You could film at Hangtown. You could film at the main street, or you could film in the soundstage, and all three could be going at one time. And now we have why they wanted to call it the Western movie film mecca of the world. Apacheland really was famous for some seriously great movies. Not necessarily because of acting or anything like that, but because of what they were. When Elvis came to town and did Charro, that was a biggie. It was a biggie for everybody who loved Elvis, and it was a biggie for Elvis because he didn't have to sing. It wasn't a popcorn movie. He loved playing cowboy, and he got to do that in spades out with Charro. 2004, Valentine's Day, the town burned down again. It just burned completely to the ground. And once again, what do we have left? We have the barn, and we have the chapel. Sue and Ed donated them to the museum. Larry Hedrick, he and Hank Brown were instrumental in getting all of that work done and brought up here. And of course, everybody can see it. You all come up here and see the barn, and it's the real deal. It's the real deal. And the chapel, the Elvis Chapel that was shot at during the movie. And now we have the town, it's completely gone, which is why we're doing some of these films right now, so that we can talk about what was there. It is a part of our movie making, filmmaking history. It's very much a part of Arizona's history. And unfortunately, it's gone the way of so many of the studios have gone these days because the Westerns just aren't what they were before. Thank you for watching this episode of Mysteries of the Superstition Mountains.